What if I told you that the difference between a video that gets 100 views and a video that gets 1 million views isn't just luck? I used to think it was. I would upload a video, pray to the algorithm gods, and get maybe a couple hundred views. It was frustrating, and honestly, I almost quit. But then I discovered something that changed everything. It's a set of 10 secret retention triggers that literally force people to keep watching your videos. These aren't just random tips. They're the key to unlocking insane watch time, which is exactly what YouTube needs to see before it pushes your content to millions of new people, and more importantly, unlocks full monetization so you can actually get paid for your hard work. These triggers are the exact psychological and structural tools that every single top creator on this platform uses, whether they tell you about it or not. Think about the last viral video you watched. I guarantee it used at least 5 of these. They're designed to hook the viewer's brain, keep them guessing, and make it physically hard for them to click away. We're talking about scientifically backed methods to hold attention in a world where the average attention span is less than a goldfish. And today, I'm not just going to tell you what they are. I'm going to give you the entire playbook for free. By the end of this video, you will have a complete arsenal of techniques that you can literally drag and drop into your next video to see an immediate boost in your analytics. We're going to cover everything from tiny edits that make a massive difference to storytelling frameworks that create unbreakable bonds with your audience. I'm holding nothing back because I'm tired of seeing talented creators quit just before they're about to succeed. This is the stuff I wish someone had told me when I was starting out. So if you're ready to finally take your channel seriously and get the views you deserve, don't go anywhere. Alright, first up is the one thing you need to be doing constantly, and I mean every 5 to 15 seconds. It's called a pattern interrupt. The human brain is lazy. It loves to predict what's coming next, and the second it gets comfortable, it gets bored. And on YouTube, boredom is death. A viewer who is bored is a viewer who is one single click away from watching a cat video. You cannot let that happen. So, you need to break their pattern, constantly. This doesn't have to be complicated. It can be a simple jump cut to a slightly different angle. It can be text that pops up on the screen just like this, or an emoji, or a zoom in, or a zoom out, even a sound effect. Anything that changes the visual or auditory flow resets the viewer's attention clock. Think of it like this. Every time you introduce a pattern interrupt, you're hitting a little refresh button in their brain, forcing them to re-engage with what they're seeing. You're not giving them a chance to get comfortable enough to even think about clicking away. We edit our videos with a stopwatch, literally timing the seconds between each cut, each graphic, and each sound. If we go more than 15 seconds without a change, we know we're losing people. It might seem like overkill, but this single technique is the foundation of high retention editing, and the reason people can binge watch our content for hours without even realizing it. Next, you need to master the art of the mini-cliffhanger. This is pure psychological manipulation, and it works every single time. You can't just present information in a straight line from A to B to C. That's a lecture, not a YouTube video. You need to create open loops in your viewer's mind. An open loop is a question or a promise that you make early on but only fulfill later in the video. It's like an itch they desperately need to scratch, and the only way to scratch it is to keep watching. You have to be strategic about this. You can't just say, watch till the end for a surprise. That's too generic. It has to be specific and valuable. For example, you could say something like, I'm going to show you 3 ways to grow your channel, but the third one is the one that took me from making $0 to over $500 a day, and I'll share that in just a bit. See what I did there? I just planted a seed. Now, your brain is subconsciously waiting for that one specific piece of information. You can sprinkle these throughout your entire video. And the biggest mistake I made is coming up right after this next point. Or I'll show you the exact software I use for this later on. These mini cliffhangers are the invisible threads that pull your viewer from one minute to the next, dramatically increasing your overall watch time. This next one is so simple, but almost nobody does it right. You need to ask strategic questions. I'm not talking about a lazy "what do you think?" Let me know in the comments. At the very end of your video, by then it's too late. You need to bake these questions into the very fabric of your content to drive engagement, which the algorithm absolutely loves. Engagement isn't just a vanity metric, it's a direct signal to YouTube that people are actively involved with your video, which makes YouTube want to show it to more people. The key is to ask a question that requires a specific, personal answer, and then give them a reason to share it. For instance, if you're talking about monetization, you could pause and say, alright, I want everyone watching right now to pause and comment below with your current RPM. No judgment, just be honest. I'm gonna share my exact RPM from this channel at the end of the video, and I think you'll be surprised. This does two things. It forces the viewer to stop being a passive consumer and become an active participant, and it creates a mini cliffhanger because now they want to see if their number is similar to yours. You're building a community and boosting your metrics at the same time. So, what's the craziest retention trick you've ever tried? Comment below, I'm actually curious. People have an innate need for structure. When they click on a video, especially a longer one, they are subconsciously asking themselves, is this going to be worth my time? What am I going to get out of this? If it feels like a rambling, unorganized mess, they will leave. That's why you need to use split screen or timeline visuals to give them a clear roadmap of the journey you're about to take them on. This is so powerful. Right at the beginning of the video, or after your initial hook, you can show a visual breakdown of what's coming up. You literally show them the value they are going to receive, chapter by chapter. You could have a graphic that says, here's what we're covering today, and list out the key points. Step 1, the foundation. Step 2, the viral strategy. Step 3, the monetization machine. As you go through the video, you can bring that graphic back up, highlighting the section you're currently on. This works like a progress bar in a video game. It shows the viewer how far they've come, and, more importantly, what cool stuff is still ahead. It reassures them that you have a plan, that you respect their time, and that sticking around will lead to a defined payoff. It completely eliminates the viewer's anxiety of the unknown. This is one of the most underrated and powerful tools in your entire arsenal. Sound design and music shifts. A lot of creators just slap one generic upbeat copyright-free track under their entire video and call it a day. That is a massive, massive mistake. Your audio is 50% of the viewing experience. Music is emotion. It's the fastest way to tell your audience how they should be feeling without saying a single word. You should be thinking about your video's soundtrack like a film composer. When you're building suspense or teasing a big reveal, the music should swell. The beat should get more intense. When you transition to a new section, the music should change completely. A sudden stop in the music followed by just your voice creates immense focus and tells the viewer, pay attention, this part is important. Using different tracks for different segments helps to break up the video and acts as another form of pattern interrupt. A well-placed swoosh or ding sound effect can emphasize a point or a visual cue on screen, making your content feel more dynamic and professional. Don't just let your audio be an afterthought, use it as a strategic tool to guide your viewers' emotional journey and keep them locked in from start to finish. Okay, this one is a little bit advanced, but if you can pull it off, it is devastatingly effective. It's called the curiosity sandwich. Here's how it works. You start by making a bold, confusing, or highly controversial statement right at the beginning of a section, something that makes the viewer go, wait, what? That can't be right. For example, you could say, uploading more videos is actually killing your channel's growth. This goes against all the common advice, so it immediately creates a huge amount of intrigue and a little bit of confusion. The viewer's natural instinct is to want that confusion resolved. But here's the key, you don't explain it right away. That's the sandwich part. You make the confusing statement, the top piece of bread, then you talk about something else for a minute or two, the meat of the sandwich, and then, finally, you circle back and explain the initial statement, the bottom piece of bread. For example, this one simple mistake cost me thousands of dollars in ad revenue overnight. And I see almost every new creator making it. We'll get to what that mistake is in a minute, but first, you need to understand how ad rates work. That delay is crucial. It builds tension and makes the eventual explanation so much more satisfying, guaranteeing they stick around to get the answer. Imagine you're watching a movie and halfway through the theater owner walks out and hands everyone a free popcorn. You'd be pretty happy, right? You can do the exact same thing in your videos with a mid-video value drop. This is different from your main content. It's an unexpected bonus that rewards people for watching up to that point. It's a powerful way to re-engage anyone whose attention might be starting to fade. About halfway through your video, you can just casually drop in a special offer. It has to be something genuinely useful that relates to the video topic. For example, you could be explaining a complex strategy and then say, you know what, this is kind of complicated to track on your own. So, by the way, I built a free Google Sheet template that does all this for you. It's the exact one I use. If you want to grab it, the link is right at the top of the description. No email sign up, nothing. It's just a free gift for sticking with me this far. This does a few amazing things. It provides immense value, it makes the viewer feel appreciated, and it subtly proves that you're an authority who creates useful tools. It's a huge pattern interrupt that wakes people up and makes them feel like they're getting an inside deal. For longer, more detailed videos, you have to accept that some viewers will get lost. Their mind will wander, or they'll get distracted by a notification on their phone. If you just keep plowing ahead with new information, you risk losing them for good. That's where recap transitions come in. This is your chance to hit a mini reset button and pull those distracted viewers back into the fold. It's incredibly simple. After you've covered a few major points, you just take a brief pause to quickly summarize what you've already discussed. You can say something like, alright, let's do a quick recap. If you're still with me, we've already covered how to use pattern interrupts to keep viewers glued to the screen, and we've talked about using mini cliffhangers to pull them through the video. Now, we're about to get into the part you've been waiting for, how to actually monetize this attention. This little summary helps anyone who got lost catch up, and it reassures the engaged viewers that they are on the right track. It also serves as a perfect launchpad into your next major point, creating a clean, structured transition that makes your video incredibly easy to follow. This is the ultimate hook, and it's what separates amateur content from professional content. Show the results first. So many creators make the mistake of having a long, slow introduction, where they talk about what they're going to do. Nobody cares. People on YouTube are impatient. They want proof that your video is worth their time and they want it now. The best way to do that is to start your video by showing them the incredible result they can achieve if they watch. You lead with the climax. Don't build up to it, start with it. Your video should open with something like this. This is $10,472. I made all of it from one single 10-minute video. And in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process I use so you can do it too. Boom. In 10 seconds, you've established credibility, shown a massive result, and promised a clear path to get there. Who is going to click away from that? You're not asking them to trust you, you're showing them undeniable proof. Then, the rest of the video is simply the how-to that fulfills the promise you made in the first 10 seconds. The worst thing you can do is end your video. A video should never just stop. The goal of every video is not just to get a view on this video, it's to get a view on the next video. You need to end each video by opening a new loop that can only be closed by watching your future content. This is how you turn a one-time viewer into a loyal subscriber and a binge watcher. The last 30 seconds of your video are prime real estate for you to preview the next video. You need to explicitly tell people what's coming next and why they absolutely cannot miss it. Don't just say subscribe for more. Give them a concrete reason. For example, so now that you know the 10 retention triggers to get insane watch time, what do you do with all those views? In my next video, I'm going to show you how to turn that audience into a 6-figure membership business, step by step. It's the video I wish I had 5 years ago. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you click subscribe right now and hit that notification bell, because you're not going to want to miss it. You're essentially creating a cliffhanger for your entire channel, ensuring that when your next video drops, you already have an audience waiting for it. And there you have it, the 10 retention triggers that will fundamentally change how you make videos. We covered everything from the 5-second pattern interrupts to showing your results first, and even how to tease your next video so people have no choice but to subscribe. I know it's a lot to take in, but I promise you, if you start implementing just 2 or 3 of these into your next upload, you will see a noticeable difference in your watch time and average view duration. These aren't theories. This is the literal blueprint that we and every other major channel use to dominate the platform. Don't just watch this video, use it. The power is officially in your hands now. The only thing separating you from the YouTube career you dream of is implementation. Go back, re-watch the sections you need to, take notes, and start planning your next video with these triggers in mind. Think like a viewer. What would keep you watching? What would make you click away? Be ruthless with your own editing. Your audience's attention is the most valuable currency on this platform, and you now have the tools to earn it and keep it. I'm genuinely excited to see what you create. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you got any value out of this at all, do me a huge favor and destroy that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because the video on turning this into a membership business is coming soon, and it's going to be a game changer. I've dropped that free RPM tracker I mentioned in the description for you. Now go out there and make something incredible. I'll see you in the next one.